For your vanilla cake, you will need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You'll be needing 1 cup granulated sugar, half cup full cream milk. You need 1 teaspoon salt. You need 1 tablespoon baking powder, 5 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and 1 cup of vegetable oil. So I will start by creaming my sugar and egg together. So cream. By the time you are properly creamed, your mixture should be looking well mixed. You will not be seeing the sugar. If you have a hand mixer, you can mix this with a hand mixer. So this should, so I've been whisking, this should take you about 5 to 6 minutes. So now I'm going to add my oil. I'm going to add my milk. Please always measure your ingredients properly. So I've mixed properly. So we're going to be mixing our dry ingredients together. Before then, I'll be adding in the vanilla extract to the wet ingredients. So we are using 1 teaspoon. I'm going to set this aside and mix my dry ingredients together. So I'm adding my 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and then my 1 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to be mixing this together. I'll try it here so that I can properly mix. Just ensure you mix properly because my wheat is already wet, so I wouldn't want to dip that here. So I'm trying this back here because I need this book. So now I'm going to be alternating my liquid ingredients and my dry ingredients. So I'll just add like half of my wet ingredients, okay? Then I'll add half of my flour. Please, I'm going to be mixing this gently. I don't want to use a mixer because I don't want to over mix this. I'm using my spatula. I need to switch to my wheat so that I can mix properly. Mixing. I'm going to add in my wet ingredients, and then I'm going to add in my remaining flour. Just try and ensure you mix properly before adding in your final wet ingredients. So now I'm adding in my remaining wet ingredients. want to use my spatula so that I can easily fold it in. So that's why I say it's important to have a spatula as well as have a whisk. So I think we're good to go. So I already have my cake pan prepared. So I'm using a square pan because that's what I preferably want to use right now. Depends on the size and the shape of cake you're trying to bake. So you can bake this in an 8-inch round pan. I think it will even give you best result, but I'm going to be using a square pan. So I'm just going to be pouring in my batter. Please use your spatula to scrape off the batter. You don't want to be wasting your ingredients. All your batter has to go in. So I already preheated my oven at 180 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to be baking this in the oven for approximately 30 to 35 minutes, but I will keep checking. Please, immediately you've finished mixing your batter, bake it because your baking powder would have already started reacting. If you notice, you can see some bubbles already coming up. So I'm going to move this a little. Remove bubbles and excess. So I'm going to place this in the oven. So our cake has baked. This is approximately 45 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. So I'm just going to set this aside to cool. So you can see my cake is springing back to touch. So that means it's ready. So I'm just going to set this aside to cool before taking it out from the